Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of our digestive system's unsung heroes. These are the invisible powerhouses that get to work after every single meal we eat, yet, most of us probably never give them a second thought. I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? How does that sandwich or that bowl of pasta actually become the fuel that lets you walk, think, and just, well, live? It's not magic, it's a pretty fascinating biological process. And the secret behind that process? It all comes down to something called digestive enzymes. Now, the absolute best way to picture these is like millions of tiny microscopic scissors. And they're specialists. You've got different ones for different jobs, chopping up carbs, proteins, and fats into molecules so small that our bodies can finally absorb them. Honestly, without these little guys, even the healthiest food in the world would be pretty much useless to us. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How exactly do these enzyme scissors do what they do? Let's follow the journey. So as food makes its way from your stomach down into your intestines, it gets completely drenched in these enzymes. This whole setup is designed to create what's called a balanced digestion flow. It's basically a super efficient assembly line, making sure every last nutrient gets broken down and is ready for absorption. So, when you boil it all down, their main job is to break down food properly. I know it sounds almost too simple, but this one step is the absolute foundation of how we get any energy, any vitamins, any nutrition at all from the things we eat. But here's the thing, it's not just about having enzymes, it's about having them in the right balance. So, what does it look like when the system is working perfectly versus when it's all thrown out of whack? And why should you care? Well, here's what's at stake. When your enzyme function is on point, your food gets broken down effectively, and you soak up all those great nutrients. But when there's an imbalance, digestion can really suffer, and all those valuable nutrients might just pass right through you, completely wasted. It's truly the difference between fueling your body and just filling it up. Let's just pause on that for a second, because this is so important. Proper digestion improves nutrient absorption. This is the whole ballgame, right? It's not just about eating healthy food. It's about your body's ability to actually use the good stuff from that food. So, if this balance is so incredibly important, what can we actually do to support it? While the good news is you don't need a PhD in biology, it turns out there are some really simple, totally doable steps we can all take. And it really comes down to two main ideas. It's not just about what you're eating, but when and how you eat. Let's start with that first one. So first up is when you eat, or your meal timing. Our bodies absolutely love a routine. When you eat your meals at roughly the same time every day, your digestive system actually starts to anticipate when food is coming. It learns your schedule and gets all the right enzymes ready to go ahead of time, making the whole process way smoother. And the second piece of the puzzle is how you eat. And this is all about your state of mind. It might sound a little strange, but simply eating calmly can have a huge impact on your enzyme activity. See, if you're stressed or rushing, your body goes into that fight or flight mode, and it pulls energy away from things like digestion. But when you take a moment, breathe, and eat slowly, you activate what's called the rest and digest system. That sends a signal to your body that says, hey, we're safe. It's time to focus on digesting this meal properly. All right, so let's tie this all together. What's the main takeaway from all of this? Really, it's about bringing a little more mindfulness to the act of eating. So, if you're going to remember anything, remember this. Your digestive enzymes are your food breakdown crew. Keeping that system balanced is absolutely key for absorbing nutrients. And you can help them out with two simple things: keeping your meal times consistent and just trying to eat in a calm, unhurried way. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We put so much focus and energy into what we eat, the organic, the non-GMO, the superfoods, but maybe, just maybe, changing how we eat could be every bit as important. It's a simple shift in perspective that could make all the difference.